Doors also insanely heavy, and there's only about 2 points where it stops. Like, not
really,
just not quite enough for you to get in, like right here,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then enough that you ram into every other vehicle in the parking lot.
Like, I let this thing go and it goes all the way like that.
Yeah.
Right, the back of the the sun visor is leather, the pocket is leather.
This shit right here, even like here, where you, I mean, never look at
parcel
or touch.
Yeah, leather.
But I guess that's another thing. Like, they know they're going to charge for it, so they're like, fuck, let's do
it.
Raise the price another grand.
The Ferrari logo here is raised.
Yeah.
So there's something under this, or
no, it's embossed into the leather.
Huh.
Just the right spot.
The ceiling is squishy. This is squishy, and it moves. This is squishy. This is squishy, and this is squishy. And so is this. Everything has a give to it. Now here is where you feel the difference between this. I'm pushing on the dash, and I don't hear anything.
Right. I
go in that fit over there, I start pushing stuff on the dash, things squeak.
Right.
This doesn't.
Yeah, the car is surprisingly well built. When I've always thought
that
Ferrari,
is,
it's really well screwed in. There's no movement, nothing. When I think Ferrari, I think like stupid at times. I have no clue.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing is that, okay, this is a little bit Ford Taurus right here.
It is, but also, I mean, keep in mind they don't. So they came out in '99, so like, shit's kind, you know, some of the switchgear's older.
Yeah.
The thing that pisses me off is the hole between all that switchgear and then the transmission. There's like that random. Yeah. What the fuck is that? Come on. Is that where I'm supposed to put my purse? Like.
There is, there's nothing there. There's a digital sign of the car that lights up and says your door is open, just like, okay, the backs of this thing really hugs your seat. Something's beeping.
You gotta put your belt on.
These look very GM, but GM ones say press, and this thing doesn't say press on it. Your fuel gauge is an equalizer. There's a graphic equalizer. There is, I wonder if these are for show or they're real. The Allen bolts holding this bezel on top of the instrument cluster. I got a tach, I got water pressure, or water temperature, oil pressure, oil temperature, and water temperature. And it says it's in park. Oh, the parking brake's on?
Yeah.
So that's my parking light. So that goes off, and I put it in first. All right, now to understand this clutch.
It's not that bad. You can move the seat up if you need to.
Yeah, I do.
Or back, or whatever. You'll find quite quickly the clutch is more normal than you expect.
Okay.
I mean, you've already pressed it. You can tell. It's not that heavy. It's like right. I mean, it's like.
I've the weirdest clutch was the WRXs with like the stage 2 competition clutches in them.
Yeah, I mean, this is nothing.
Okay. All right, rolling back a little bit. I let it out. I'm hardly giving it any gas. A little bit more gas.
Perfect.
Okay.
You're a pro. You've driven more cars at this point than I have, so that's probably why.
All right, now I'm tempted to shift it like a normal car. Like I'm at $2,000. I want 2 already.
Yeah, that's tempting. Unless I'm really going for it, which I almost never am.
Okay. Okay, if you turn too much, your head hits the. Oh, I forgot that I'm very low.
Don't worry.
But I didn't. But I didn't.
Very rarely scratch. And when it does, it's just plastic shit under there.
Ah, okay. I like that this is metal.
Yeah.
This is one big metal thing.
That
click that everybody hears.
The click is typically hitting this thing in the middle.
What is it called? The gator? Or,
yeah, the gate.
Or shift gate? Yeah. Okay. It's the metal, full metal stock hitting the sides of the shift gate as you move through.
Right.
Okay.
And that's like the famous, Ferrari clicking noise.
And you had a video where you had other people doing it, and
nobody could figure it out because nobody's used to driving with such rigid, gears.
When you say rigid gears, what do you mean?
Well, you have to stick it right there, right? You have to stick it. Whereas, like, the fit kind of, it's sort of like a volcano, like guide you in a little bit more.
Oh,
but here, you almost have to look down just to make sure you have it in exactly the right spot.
Well, let's see if I can do it without looking at it. I looked at it again. Okay. I don't want to look at it. Second. First. Takes first very well. Yeah. Which is something I'm noticing about most cars. Some cars only want first when you're...
Stop.
Yeah. Instead of driving through the museum, I'm going to drive down this road. I have no idea where it goes. Do you know where this goes?
I don't, but I get my phone set.
Okay. The dead pedal and I need smaller shoes to drive this. The dead pedal and the clutch are a little bit too close together. I feel small, but there's a lot of space in here.
Yeah.
That's the weird thing. I mean, I guess the bulge there is good because it reminds you that you're in something that's kind of wide.
Yeah. You can see the corners pretty well. Now, don't you agree it's kind of like driving a normal car? Like, it's not that insane.
Right.
Everybody thinks it's like, oh, it's gonna
there is a respectable amount of play in here. The wheel. Left?
Yeah.
What about those people right there?
Yeah, you can go right and then come back down here. That's no problem.
Okay. I don't want to, like... You were right. I am very aware that I am driving a superior breed.
The biggest thing that I don't like about it is just you just know if you fuck up anything, if you don't signal any lane change, like like that asshole on the front, you know, it's like it's a completely different.
Like if I was driving right by those guys on the bicycle in the Fit, it's just some driver.
Right.
But if you drive by in this, oh, here he comes, make way for your highness.
Right, exactly, and you just have to think about that all the time. The attention is just. Ugh.
On the other hand, if I drove by in a DeLorean, made their day.
Love it. Yeah. So go right here, go around this thing, and then you can go. Yeah, people love in old like muscle cars. Oh man, have a Chevelle, you know, whatever. Because everybody like grew up, you know, that's a cool car, whatever. With this, the funny thing is like a lot of muscle cars cost the same or more than this. Like, well, of course, you know, C2 Corvettes.
Oh yeah.
And
C2s, they were like $140,000.
Way more. I mean, so like. But you know, you see one of those and it's like a cool muscle car. You see one of these and it's some asshole. It's kind of funny at how the mind works like that. So go left here.
The engine the engine that a Ferrari 360 sounds like when just driving around sounds like a Ford Econoline van. A big smooth V8.
Yeah, no, and I don't have an exhaust on it. A lot of the guys put exhausts on. The exhaust really opens it up, but I think it's obnoxious enough as it is.
Right, yeah. I'm driving a Ferrari with a GoPro on my head. Here come the bikers. Looking at me, not looking at me. Left.
The car is like fairly normal to drive. And you'll notice visibility is really not that bad.
I know, yeah, it's the exception of the back, which is not bad at all.
Yeah, back is it's not. I mean, it could be better, but mid-engine cars.
Right.
The only problem.
Oh, there it is.
Yep.
There it is.
Yep.
There it is. I hit the center of the gator.
And that was the problem everybody was having. That's why they kept it down there. They put it. They go to put it next gear, and they're like, "Where's the gear?"
It's like that feeling of having an old mountain bike where the derailleur's all messed up, but you know how to get it in gear. I had this old mountain bike where to get it on the smallest sprocket in the front, I had to nudge the chain with my toe.
Right.
Nudge it over, and then it would go. Like, how do you get down into the... Oh, you gotta do this. Yeah.
Yeah, the body work, Bill, you would have gotten.
Those guys were fun. Good spirits.
It's either way.
Okay, left, going left here.
Hey, go left.
There's where it climbs on. There it is. There's a lot more there. I know there was so much more there, but I'm so conspicuous in this thing.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Man, if we took this up in the upstate, we could just whale it up like the coal mountain roads. Okay, this is second gear at $3,000, and if I stab it, it does that. It barks. These are blind corners.
Yeah. Plus the car understeers a little.
Really?
Yeah, they're really narrow tires on the front. They understeer it because there's just too many fucking people who have a ton of money to buy this at night.
Right, and they have to err on the side of safety.
You have to err on the side of safety, yeah.
I know. Wow.
You know, you are at the end of the day that guy with the Ferrari. And everybody...
Oh, reverses.
Yeah, you
Is there a lockout?
You gotta push it down.
Oh, push it down. Okay. Push it down and then back. Okay, this is where it gets weird backing up. This is the one thing where I have no idea where that curb is.
It's good for a while. I think it'll go over the curb anyway. I don't know car is, I suppose.
Yeah. You gotta look like that. And then back up.
I haven't even got, you'd think I would know? I don't, I have no clue.
Or what do you normally leave it in when you park?
I honestly park it neutral, but because the parking brake is incredibly good.
Really?
Because it has that separate brake thing on the back. You try to drive on the parking brake, you'll not be able to. It's insanely good.
Your key, sir?
Thank you.